afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, ImperialDane, Master Propaganda Hero, Strike Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to 1 vs 1 on Holotny Farmer. Also, heads up, I'm a bit sick, so I'm just going with one of my own matches that, end up being a bit too short, but, is short, so I can sort of, manage that. So, of course, my apologies there. We're going to need to hit Invincible Irish, fighting here for King and Country, the Commonwealth for the Guards Armoured Division, versus in the West, we got ImperialDane himself, fighting for Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 2nd Panzer Division. We're looking at Commander Regiment, Mobile Assault and Advanced Replacement versus Encirclement, Jaeger Infantry and Elite Troops. Gonna the MD-42 start there, heading northwards with the Pioneers. Double section start there for Invincible Irish, moving out for the British Empire. Pioneers advancing, laying down sandbags. Note though he's just using it to deny cover. I'm using it to create cover. Since there's a bit of difference between the 2 points and sort of how they work, so just being able to give yourself a bit of cover here tends to be advantageous. Gonna do is moving ahead here, grabbing the point there, well then before just gonna move up to secure this house here, because this compartment, this is essentially you can call it, is rather important. In particular, this house is a linchpin in it, so generally you want sort of, if possible, rush it to notch the opponent, otherwise you're gonna have a very hard time. So rushing here the MD-32 first ahead. Pioneers going straight for the fuel, MD-42 making it in there. Bit risky for the way I'm doing it though, admittedly. I mean, again, my opponent been more aggressive towards here. I mean, I could have been in trouble. This is generally where you need to go with the Pioneers, but again, that delays the fuel capture. But again, it's sort of something you're forced to do as the Wehrmacht. Anyway, second gun is got there for Reich, and we got here Jaeger Infantry immediately chosen, and Vickers setting up there, so we've got 2 sections, and the Vickers there for Invincible Irish, who by the way quickly breaks off from here instead of just trying to push in, realises any further efforts, that's just going to result in me getting some nice free kills. Gonna scouting head here, might actually push in this case for the Cough Point, a bit of early aggressive harassment attempt here versus Invincible Irish, just in part to just figure out, well, what is he up to? Pioneers continue northwards, second has got their aiming, and going there for the Cough Point. We got a 3rd section out there for Invincible Irish. Vickers moving down there, going to at least grab the fuel point here, at least attempt, or cut off, for some reason they just stepped right next to the point, which isn't really working out for me. There go spotting the Vickers, instead moving down towards the fuel point, trying to delay them a bit further. And nothing further here for the time being. Going for the fuel point there, hoping to delay and harass Invincible Irish, or at least force to pull back his forces, that way delaying his capturing of the rest of the territory, just to deal with this. So that's basically sort of a double gambit, if you will. I mean, if we're drawing a lot of troops, that's great, because again, that delays how much territory we can grab, and if I get the fuel point, that's also great. In this case, I've drawn away 2 sections, that is 560 manpower with just 240 manpower and a copper's fuel. In that regard, that's a lot of pressure sort of basically been able to exert. I've got a mortar following up here. In this case, I'm reinforcing this initial success to my gun. These are suffering fought quite gravely there with the Vickers blasting through the front gate or door. MD-42 they're pushing back the Vickers crew there. Then it is attempting to draw them up. In this case, forced to retreat. Still, there's going to be, possibly at least a minute to 2 without that fuel point there for Invincible Irish. So even if he takes up, it's not going to be able to get anything right out from it. MD-42 going to holding up here. There's a section there. Northern half of the map secured, and we got a mortar ramming here as well for the Fatherland. He got Nartin Merfer. Back here we got tech up, and for him, well, nothing out of the tech. G43s and ambush camouflage they're available. And mortar fire there against the section. Plus, of course, ambush camouflage available. Which just, meant camouflage uniforms. But the Wehrmacht was a rather simple pattern. I can't quite remember it right now. In many cases, they, for example, just use a particular sort of camouflage tent that was known as the Zeltbahn, which basically meant sort of serves as a tent. But in many cases, they just either sort of just use it as sort of poncho. Or in some cases, they'd have it tailored to them as a uniform. They'd probably then sort of, I don't know, get a spare one or something else. But those are sort of some of the ways they sort of do it. Little fun fact there. We got a section up against Pioneers. Caught laying down a tunnel. In this case, a quickly break off. No point then just revealing it to them. And Pioneers quick retreating, might as well then take up. Gonna lead to reinforcing. Other gonna lead got moving up. We've got the G43s on the way there, the Jaeger infantry package. A bit of extra firepower, but also the attempt to maybe use some interrogation. In fact, that's one of my sort of goals for this match. In part, just use the Jaeger infantry. But in particular, I want to try and bloody well use Jaeger light infantry's interrogation ability. I can't quite remember if I pull it off, but I remember there was one match where I used this doctrine where I bloody well do manage it. So I hope it's this one. I hope it's this one. Again, it's been some time since I've played it. I think it's sort of mid-February. We're kind of at the end of it, so a bit of time there. But no doctoral choice there for Invincible Irish. Going to do advancing there with the G43 semi-automatic rifles. Opening up the NE section, shots blasting away. Alright, Helmut, aim for the heads. Failing set, aim for the bellies. Ah, scheiße, flank. In this case, he makes a mistake. He's rushing up the Sabbath with a mind sweep through negative cover, which basically makes my G43s really effective. You can see they're quickly suffering heavy loss. They get a single kill there, but the Sappers are quickly going to get knocked out, I think, in this case. Plus the mortar supporting here. And there you go, Sappers wipe. Quite a loss if Invincible Iris in set. Not a huge loss. I mean, it's 210 manpower, which is, you know, cheap, but still not something you should be aiming for overall. In this case, the sort of things pays off here nicely. There are no wounded to interrogate, though. I believe I checked quite intently for that. 2-2 following up there for the Faserland. In the south here, points being secured. Pioneers advancing. So they like the Panzer Spearwagen in part just for reconnaissance, flanking, but also in case it goes for the armoured car. The 2-2 will at least buy me some time for the rest of my units, maybe sort of just keep it a bit more careful in case we now have more than one. Got Sappers moving up there, this time though with flamethrowers. We got mobile assault here versus Jaeger infantry. Gonna be sneaking about. Past their falling comrade, and there you go. Sappers taking losses there from the G43s. While he's taking fire, getting negative cover, which rather makes it easy for my gunners to get them killed. There we go. In fact, we got one man drop. We got more troops moving in. I'm going to still try to push for it because I'm not aware that more men are moving up. At the same time, push for the core point here again. And this is happening. I'm still trying to push for the core point, trying to name resources. There we go. Retreat. I have to drop the interrogation. It was a nice attempt there, I think, but ultimately too many Tommies. 2-2 there, arriving for the Faserland. And we got Panzer Grenadiers there on the way, hardened German infantry. It's the best, it's the finest of the 2nd Panzer Division, which was also known as the Vienna Division, since at least initially it was primarily actually drawn from Austrian units, sort of stock there, if you will. Though from Patent, thusly, of course, primarily from around Vienna. So that's a little fun detail. They got a second up close with the 2-2 plus more support here. I mean, this is a pretty bad engagement there for Invincible Irish, and he's quick to realise that his men are not invincible. In fact, quite the opposite if they're faced with armoured cars. But a quick push here to the north. Mines here would help out. Certainly at the same time, got a big push here as well. Sneaking up from the south, flanking behind me. Certainly adding some pressure there to me. Nice sort of counter move there by Invincible Irish, though not frightfully well supported. And there's certainly a chance here. In this case, he's sort of got to clear a retreat path, which means an active chance of, you know, wiping out the unit if he's not careful. Seems like, oh, there we go, we got the AC out here, Mark 3 for Invincible Irish. Pioneers advance, we do have some telemines here. 242 coming here from the church. And we got the Vickers blasting with the Pioneers trying to win. We got the AC moving down as well. The Vickers opening up from the Pioneers though, and they don't manage it to be suppressed. But there you go, we got the AC blocking the way, opening up in the 222, getting a good hit. And continue pressing the north here. Panzer Grenadiers for section, supported here by the Grenadiers for the G43s. I have no, I think, ambush camouflage. We do have one squad here equipped with the ambush camouflage. And there goes section there. Ooh, that's going to get wiped. Another unit lost here for Invincible Irish. In this case, scattering his forces too thinly, I was able to sort of at least isolate one unit and will do some pretty terrible things to that. Following up with a Pack 40 here, since in this case I don't want to invest into too many scout cars, so you aim for some other elements there. No wounded here as well. Nothing to interrogate as of yet. 2-2 also need repairs. But again, push here for the core point. I'm using the Grenadiers in this case, ambush ability, yes, to grab the point nice and safely. Yeah, they'll never see us. Yeah, you know, if we maybe shut up, they won't. Ah, right.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
40 there. And there we go, spawn in this case, I try to shift from cover to cover. AC strikes like a vengeful armoured car. Yeah, that didn't quite work out as a metaphor. But Northern Victory point be secured again. MT4 to continue to cover from the church. Yeah, mortar in place would not be a bad choice, I think, here for Invincible Irish. You know, a bit of artillery support would make it a lot harder for me to maintain this otherwise aggressive forward position against him. It's really being difficult to do a lot of things, and I'll be just, you know, constantly pressure his core point very easily. So he rather needs to retake the church. Otherwise, I'm going to have a, you know, continued easy time against Invincible Irish. But there you go, we got a section moving up here, going aggressively. Grenades here would help, or maybe a Bren gun or two, but in this case, though, does manage to push away. We got incendiary once against the AC. Troops nearby suppressed there as things get very incendiary nearby. 2-2 moving up. Vickers there taking losses to the MD42, which now hits Veteran T2. At the same time, we get a harassment here, but again, might want to sort of fought, you know, more support there. Again, slightly scattered effort here by Invincible Irish, and in this case, falters once more in the face of a more determined defence. No take up here yet, though, for the Fatherland. Don't be any wounded I can actually pick up or interrogate. As of yet, 9. Sadly, it's the efficiency of the men that does not allow for it, Hammer. Ah, scheiße. Tell them to not be so good at killing. We need someone to interrogate, damn it. There we go, quick loss. G43 is landing several excellent hits. And... nah, they just keep bouncing about there. The bounce of death. You know, I wish they stopped bouncing like that when they die. Yeah, it creeps me out. But again, push for the core pony. This time it's those Panzer Grenadiers hiding in ambush, ready to unleash a very explosive present to anyone who gets a bit too close. MG42, there needs to be pulled back. That's a bit too unhealthy. Take up going on for the fatherland. Nothing further here for Invincible Irish. Panzer Grenadiers sneaking up slowly, carefully. Tanks have just bounced from cover to cover. Unlike other units that sort of start with ambush, when you go for ambush camouflage, they can't use it to move through cover. Just once you're in cover, great. But they can't move through it. Moving through the south, the overall getting good map control over is Invincible Irish. 2-2 flying away here. AC moving in as well. Section getting blasted by the MG42s and the armor piercing rounds again. And there you go, moving up, and there you go. Ambush grenade. Didn't get the ambush bonus since it didn't quite set it up properly, but almost got the Vickers there. Almost got the Vickers and almost got the fuel point. So that rather pushed away his support weapon. Of course, might cause him to now be a bit more paranoid about cover. Because again, there might just be some Panzer Grenadiers hiding. But there you go again, fresh rattling up north. Then if you push back, they got the Pack 40 blasting away, but sadly not landing a single hit. Vickers are going to need some reinforcements. Take up done, but no buildings yet. Also got a bit of manpower floating about. Another attack here, section versus Grenadiers. Closing on veteran for already. Could also consider throwing on some ambush camouflage, just in case I spot something a bit nice. Rifle grenade also an option here to flash them out to Tommies. There you go. Good hit here, and there we go. We actually got targets for interrogation. Will I pay attention to this, or will I try to get the wipe here? Well, we'll realise I can't get them. Oh, there we go, got them, and I can interrogate. Bonus. Ja, hello, Herr Inslaffen. We need to talk to you. Yeah, tell us everything. We have ways of making you talk. And there we go. Can't remember. Yeah, there we go. I can see I can actually see his text stage as well there. So pretty much sort of got a lot of intelligence there for brief seconds on Invincible Irish, allowing me to sort of get a clear idea of what he's up to and what my chances are. So in that regard, I mean, I think that's actually the. I don't think actually I've ever seen anyone use this one, even me on the channel. I mean, it's so cheeky to utilize. And you just don't forget. I mean, so many people go for the G43s, but do they ever use casualty interrogation? Never. So I think I sort of just broke a record there. I used to have myself a medal, the Interrogating People Brutally medal, in silver. Sadly not gold. But there you go, we got the Sapoma Quad. We got a bigger push now towards the north here, realising again, I'm a bit too dug in here. Again, needs to sort of change up his approach here. Launching a bigger difference to the north there. It's going to make it a bit harder for me to react. Though we've got more telemines down here to realise he is making a bigger push into the north. We got additional Panzer Grenadier there on the way, posing it again to the cover point. Again, I'm sort of trying to draw him away here, away from the northern assault, trying to pressure him that way. If he ignores this and just keeps pushing out, could be in a lot of trouble. If he does respond, I mean, that could definitely give me an edge there. We've got smokes in here, by the way, there. I can't remember if, of course, I saw it or just figured he's going to pop the Vickers inside there. Either way, I'm smoking out there, so just try and prevent him of using it. Second Panzer Grenadier squad almost done here for the second Panzer Division. Panzer going to continue to move out for the fatherland.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Second moving about, they're going for the car fight. Now we can see Invincible Irish is giving me a bit of resistance here. No longer allowing me to have it easy. Biggest fire than the Grenadiers. MK4 the close encounter with the sappers with a flamethrower. Nice move there. Taking into a blind spot here, the small shed, then attacking with a flamethrower. Really lucky for me though, I did not suffer a wipe there. I mean, just no tiniest sliver of health on the machine gun. That could have been a wipe. In this case, the AC annihilates my machine gun crew. Big Sardina there, go fresh smoke from there as I sort of push norwards here to sort of defend the points here. Stug arriving, the Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. I got Grenadiers sneaking about here, going for a G43. We've got subs moving up for the centre now. Smoke bombs continue to land here. In this case, we can see he actually pulls back the Vickers machine gun there, realising that's not going to work out too fine there. There we go, Stug 3G. Grenadiers Panzer's getting ready. Bit of fighting around here. Now I have to deal with the saps inside the church. Grenadiers coming the retreat path, and we got fresh push here from the Panzer Grenadiers into the south as well. Invincible Irish here under a lot of pressure from a lot of angles. Section there being rolled away, and we got the Strook moving up as well. He's close to be able to call in the Cromwell. He definitely should call in the Cromwell. The faster he can bring out a tank to the pressure meter in return, the better. They did lose the sapper section there, wiped out. Also machine gun there decrewed. AC going in here. Gets the 2-2, but of course realises there's a big fat Stug in the way and quickly realises he needs to get the devil out of there. The 6-pounder gun out there, that should certainly help us. The Stomper shoots for also the 2-2-2. First counter attack towards the north here. Half track on the way to help reinforce troops at the front line. Also giving him some more mobility if I so decide. And we got here the Cromwell Mark IV on the way for Invincible Irish and the Guards Armament. Going in there for the Calf Point. 80 aggressive patrolling. In this case, I think he might even be looking for hidden Panzer Grenadiers. So perhaps not, because there's still one hiding there by the fuel point. Ever ready to unleash hell in a matter of seconds. Stug being rolled down there. No pin-back machine gun. 250.5 to go arriving here. And there goes Stug. Got a hit there. Second shot, though, fails to make any impact. And there goes moving down towards the fuel point. And apparently, again, paranoia has not set in.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Right, chaps, it's not like the Germans are hiding anywhere. Spread out thinly. Try not to support each other. Oh, shit, I was wrong. In this case, catching in the section there with the assault rifles. Quickly pushing that away. And taking losses. Finding around the centre mortar in the caught in a bad spot there. Should have moved it back. That was a bit poorly done by me there. Stug providing covering fire by the Panzer Grenadiers. Just need to get the devil out of there. We got the Cromwell out. He could try and attack northward, try and ignore the Stug instead of trying to attack where it isn't. That way, perhaps make a bit of progress. Stug lands hit there with its Stug of Sturmkanone. Grenadiers of us a section inside the house. Also got ambush camouflage on the arms. I have yet to upgrade with it. Can attack into the north. Panzer Grenadiers hiding about there could throw on some ambush camouflage on those chaps as well. Churchill's beginning to look worse for wear. Fresh assault into the centre by Invincible Irish. Tank commander, there you go, got the 2-2-2. It is now but a 0-0-0. Taking up here I think would be a poor choice for me, though, too many resources. Bit of ambush there, sappers being pushed back, too much German infantry. And not enough British infantry. Armoured Castle going to need some repairs, Cromwell looking to head northwards. Morton Cliffs I still think would be a great choice if Invincible Irish again allowed to cover the centre and, you know, just pepper it with a lot of artillery fire, making things a lot bloody harder for me. In that regard, the lack of artillery is making it a bit harder for him to deal with me. Cromwell there though versus Panzer Grenadier. Troops reinforcing healing, armoured car still in need of maintenance. And there you go, Pack 40 lands hit on the Cromwell, which is trying to deal with the Panzer Grenadiers. Both get off a few lucky shots there. But ultimately the Cromwell is forced to fall back. Stug continues to cover the centre like a sentinel of Kruppstil. And Panzer there being slightly pushed back, close to Victory 2 in this case. Briefly thought they might be aiming for the ambush move, but instead I'm not, just moving in here. Close to Victory 2, but also rather outnumbered by the Tommies. Fuel cache up here to cover the cut-off point, but also just give me more fuel for more armour. More Stugs, more Deutschland, more Endsieg. Pinback machine away there for the Stug, and there you go, Panzer's quick to retreat in this case. Section Vickers, armoured car good to go there for Invincible Irish. There you go, push into the ambush Grenadiers, giving them veterancy 2 and certainly a much sharper edge. Gets Invincible Irish into there you go, Cromwell up, so there goes Stug, lands a good hit, they've got a 6-pounder gun firing hit and landing a good shot there on the Stug. Second shot, the ultimate to penetrate close to Victory 1 on the Stug. Mortar continues to be, I think, a bit of a problematic element there for Invincible Irish. It hasn't done a ton of damage. It's only veterancy 1, but there's just the fact I can quickly neutralise enemy support weapons with a well-placed smoke barrage. And I have shown myself, you know, more than willing, you know, to try and neutralise the support weapons if I feel it's necessary. So you certainly have to be careful about that. Note in this case, I'm actually trying to move up the mortar to closely support my troops for an attack there. And that's actually something I always tend to note a lot of players. They tend to be a lot more reserved with their mortars, which again can work, but if you're trying to be attack aggressive, you know, you kind of need your mortars as close to the front as possible, so you can actually support it as you move forward. In this case, get a smoke there from vehicle crew repairs. We've got an Austrian on the way. And Tier 2 is being suppressed. Grenadiers moving in to finish them off. Half-tick could also move up. Troops getting blasted there. Mortar slightly shifting about. No, but we actually tried to use the advanced cover combat here. That's nice in this case, though. Less effective because it ran straight into the machine gun. A flank that would have been much better. Armored car that damaged engine Vickers, they're covering up the retreat. Forcing the German infantry to fall back. Scheiße, Otto! Sie are away. Too many bullets. They might not be the best shots, but fire enough of them and it won't matter. Panzergrenadier there sneaking through. Northern point is secure, and we got a land matches barrage off there. The land matches, they always go for it. The thing is, though, it always tend to be the best shots with it. Gets off one of my mines, but that's also about it. Again, the fact that sort of constantly shift my support weapons rather means he's currently blasting a completely empty spot there. The machine gun, though, was not well set up there by me. I was definitely pretty risky, and that could have been a wipe there. We got the flak panzer here ready to support Stuke covering that one, though. Section under heavy fire from German Panzerwaffen there. Good entire section wiped here by the Stuke and Ostwind's combined firepower. Up by the way to the kill markers. Neat little detail. I'm throwing watch for vehicles actually, and the other one's for infantry. Well, not infantry, aircraft. I don't think, most things count infantry unless they're infantry themselves, It's not like, a Tiger is going to go, yeah, I kill like 5 guys with my Tiger. No, they don't count. Unless you're like killing 1,000, in which case, they're going like, yeah, good job, Helmut. So they are a bit worried. Smoke screen again against the Vickers. Setting up for an assault here again, just preparing for an assault with the smoke screen usually don't make a bit of difference there again. It's all about also timing there. Just timing the assault correctly. The smoke screen again, just slightly bit ahead there, so sort of getting your troops into place. I mean, some players I think just tend to be a bit slow to them. But again, it's about planning ahead, preparing and sort of setting up for an ideal attack in your mind, and then trying to execute as much as possible. Again, not just sticking to the plan, but it's not planning the shape of an plan there. In essence, again, you sort of got a rough idea where things are, and you sort of try to things into motion, and sort of deal with them as they come along. Also moving up to deal with the Northern Infantry, getting here the section, firing with its 37 mil flak, taking into the gentleman there. Defensive posture here. Cromwell going straight for the Ostwind. Stuke moving up, Pack 40 got before to turn about here. Mortar needs to get the devil out of there. It's right in line of fire there. The Cromwell there goes. Stuke to the rescue. Supported by Pioneers and the machine gun crew here. The advance is swift. I know you can see it's just sort of lining up infantry. I'm getting ready for an attack here. I'm getting ready. In fact, I'm already sort of enacting it. As you can see, them laying down the smoke screen again. The assumed position of the machine gun is here. In this case, he's actually moved. In this case, again, he's actually learned from it. That's good, by the way. He realizes to smoke that position. And ensures it can't, neutralize machine gun. In fact, I even go for tactical movement here. Again, I've got a grand plan. In this case, though, it quickly goes a bit sour as the initial part of the assault here, which in part and force so slow to get the armor moving into proper support it, but gets stopped by machine gun. But I continue nonetheless in this case, realizing I've actually got my opponent split out. As Cromwell there's reacting, he's getting nervous. I'm going straight here for the armored car. I've got the Ostwind tank all knocked out. We've got the Stuke moving in. Get the Cromwell. Vickers in a lot of trouble here. Got another land matches barrage off there for Invincible Irish. Another Cromwell on the way there. Heavy damage here being landed. We got section in trouble as well. The half-check Pioneers joining in the fun, and there we go. We got the land matches being engaged here with the Austrian flak panzer. Quickly taking into the crew. And ultimately, it's got 3 kills. It wasn't that much of an effective thing in this case. I mean, you have to kind of be careful with the land matches, especially again depending on the type of opponent you're dealing with. I've been a lot more defensive, bounced up my units have been great, but again, as you might have noticed, in this case, I was much more flexible on the defense, even, splitting up my forces, for the most part, again, for that assault he was preparing for it. Had he fight you into that, that would have been great for him, but he didn't know it. So again, it was sort of a bit more blind fire, which again, tends to be least efficient. In this case, he might have delayed, an additional tank by, several minutes, which again, could also have been helpful there, because I'm saying that there had been a second Cromwell here when I attacked in. That could have gone a lot more ugly for me. Bringing up a second Stuke, holding defenses here. Reinforcement, repairs. Panzer Grenadiers and Grenadiers advancing. We still got one Grenadier squad hiding up here. Veterans free. Ambush ready. Alright, chaps. Don't worry, I don't think there should be... Oh, snot. Now he goes straight into that. Veterans free. Quickly gets an immediate kill there. Rough grenade off as well on the Vickers, but have to fall back. Got a big push in the north. Good. Good. Again, I'm sort of defending here quite aggressively. Grenadiers being pushed back. Cromwell advancing. Second Stuke almost done. For Deutschland. Going straight for the fuel. Stuke sneaking up here. A bit risky though. I'm basically sending in blind, which is something you want to be careful with the assault gun in particular on its own. And there you go, getting flanked here by the Cromwell. Poor move by me, getting punished quite handsomely there by Invincible Irish. At the same time, got a big push here, get another tactical advance here, allowing the Panthers to quick rest the second here. Also coming up to try and support it, try and block the way, giving the Stug there more time. Also getting the Pack 40 perhaps into position. There you go, getting a hit there. But the Stug is in a lot of trouble. There you go, gains virtually 2, sliver of health left. The main gun destroyed. Ostfin actually absorbing shots there for the Stug. There you go, gets it. But the Cromwell also gets the Stug. A veteran crew there annihilated, but still we've got the Panzers with the Stug in the north here. Ready to counter-attack towards the north here. And as you can notice, Invincible Irish is beginning to bleed out pretty severely. Also going to need some repairs here. Big push into the north. Sections are running there. After moving up, need to be careful with that. Grenadiers out as well. Also good further centre, a bit further forward. Another Stug there for the fatherland. Plenty of Stugs. At the same side, though, Invincible Irish recruit him going for another Cromwell, but his forces increasingly depleted. He suffered quite high losses in his attacks, which did not quite as much success, in part because he never upgraded them with either grenades or Bren guns, which could definitely had an effect there versus me. But again, there was a lack of upgrades there for Invincible Irish. Strange to the machine gun here. Troops being suppressed. Panzers moving in as well. Mortar joining in this case. I'm actually popping a smoke machine, at least I think, around the machine gun to basically deny it. In this case, it also ends up actually negating his anti-tank gun, which is sitting up right next behind the machine gun there. So there we go. Neutralizing his support weapon for the assault, simply using a smoke screen. Again, the assault all of a sudden is kind of breaking up. Again, versus the infantry, it's going to be a bit bad, but versus support weapons, again, it's a great way of suddenly decreasing the strength of the assault by removing the support weapons for it, like the machine guns or the anti-tank in this case. Also allows me to just quickly move my infantry up for a counter-attack and quickly wipe it out. And there we go. Invincible Irish surrenders, and game over, GG. Overall, I think the hallmarks of this fight was in part, again, just a good understanding of where I want to attack. I always try to get up the pressure around the cut-off point. On the other side, Invincible Irish, I think, too quick to split up with his force again. He's played the Americans or the Soviets. Have been a lot more effective. But the problem is the British, which sort of plays a bit more like the Wehrmacht, which needs his infantry needs to be a lot more closely working together to support each other. And in several cases, didn't do that except when he blocked, which rather gave me some tactical edges here and there. There was no upgrades for the infantry, which definitely would also benefit it. In particular, once actually upgrade the grenadiers with G43s, that rather ensure to have a bit of an edge there. The Panzer grenadiers certainly compounded it further. No commanders either. He could have benefited from those time to time, just completely throwing me off, for example. And again, you need just more coordinated attacks. A mortar emplacement I also do think would have benefited Invincible Irish there quite handsomely. But again, smoke there played, I think, quite a role there several times, gaining weapons, forcing him to act, shifting about, shift sharp flanks at the times, then moving about, and again, just constant pressure and harassment, and overall active usage of the mortar. Again, keeping it close to the front line, but not too close. At times, it was too close. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Again, my apologies for the shortness and perhaps a bit one-sidedness, but again, I'm a bit sick, not feeling too well, so rather I figure I had to go with something rather than possibly nothing at all. So I do hope you enjoyed this. Again, I do hope you learned something from it, as again, I do think there's something to learn here, particularly remembering to use casualty interrogation amongst other things, and also just the power of smoke during an assault. Again, it can, do a lot there to give you a bit of an extra edge, or again, during the defense to deny your opponent a bit of an edge. Also, do be careful about when you go for the land matches. Again, it's not going to be on the universal tool, universal answer to everything. Again, if your opponent sort of bounces up, great. But again, if your opponent's a bit smarter, scattering about there, it's going to be a lot less effective. So there you go. Again, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, and comment on it. Talk to your friends, perhaps family. Well, probably not those chaps. But again, do consider it, share, like, and all that. And of course, if you do like what I do on a daily basis, do consider donating. It does help pay for stuff like rent, food, and other things. Do consider. There's Patreon and PayPal. Links are in the video description. This is ImperialDane signing off, and see you all tomorrow for another signing episode where hopefully I'll be feeling better. Cheers, everybody.